Have you ever gotten to camp and realized you forgot your tent? Want to sleep out under the stars backing wet? You need a Burrito Bedroll. A Burrito Bedroll is great if you want to sleep outdoors without a tent. It's warm, it's weather resistant, and if you pack it well, it's lightweight. If you want to make a Burrito Bedroll, here's what you need. A tarp, a foam mat, or if you want to, a self-inflating mattress. Just be mindful about how big it is. A sleeping bag, you want it to be warm but compact. A jelly bag or inner liner for warmth, and to put it together, some rope and some duct tape. If you want an extra layer of warmth, you can also include a woolen blanket and some blanket pins. You can wrap the woolen blanket around the bedroll and then secure it with blanket pins on the side and at the bottom to make a tube. Another optional item is a pillowcase. You can stuff it full of old clothes and sleep on it, or just sleep on a jacket. The first thing we're going to do is lay out our tarp. Now we're going to fill our bedroll with our bedding. First thing you're going to do is take your mat and lay it along the long edge of the tarp, like this. Next, we're going to put our jelly bag inside our sleeping bag for that extra layer of warmth. Then we're going to lay our sleeping bag on top of our mat. If you're going to use that woolen blanket for the extra layer of warmth, it goes underneath your sleeping bag and then we fold it over, securing it in place with the blanket pins. Next, throw that empty pillowcase in so it's ready to stuff when you get to camp. Next, we're going to fold and seal our bedroll. This is the most important step. This is what makes it weather resistant. Two tips right now. If you're doing this outside like I'm, make sure you get all that grass off. You don't want that in your bedroll when you're trying to go to sleep. Secondly, you want to make sure you line your tarp up nice and evenly. This is going to make it easier for me to tape it up. Next, with your bedroll prepared, we're going to seal it up. You're going to take your duct tape and seal up the bottom and then the side, leaving the top free. For each length of tape, you're going to stick it down on the bedroll and then fold it under so you've got both layers of tarp inside. Don't try and do each side of the tarp all at once. You want about an arm's length of duct tape. It makes it easier. Taping really is the most time-consuming part of this whole process, but it's really important. This is what makes the Burrito Bedroll special. If, like me, and you've made a mistake where you don't have enough tape to put on the other side of the bedroll, just take another piece of tape and overlap them. You want to make sure there are no gaps, otherwise water will get in and it won't be weather resistant. If you want to make it easier to get into your bedroll, you can leave a small gap at the top. However, this means more cold air gets in, more chance of water getting in, so maybe it is better to just shimmy into your bedroll like a snake. First, you're going to tuck the head end up because even though we didn't seal it, we want it to be protected from the weather. Next, you're going to roll it. You want it to be as tight as you can because you want it to be compact if you're going to take this to camp. Try and get all that grass off. You want to make sure that it's not there when you're trying to sleep. Next, you're going to secure it with 2 clove hitches. What do you mean you don't know how to do a clove hitch? Go watch our knots video. You're going to finish off your clove hitch with a reef knot to make sure it is nice and secure. If you're going to an event like the Great Guide Sleepover and need to carry the bedroll, you might want to make a handle out of an extra bit of rope for comfort. This is going to help you carry the bedroll through Sydney or through the zoo. And with that, you're ready to sleep under the stars of your bedroll. I'm Magpie. Happy guiding.